You've mastered the craft, but your business feels like it's stuck in neutral. Why? Because running a great remodeling business isn't about the hammer in your hand, it's about the foundation beneath your feet.
Hello, this is the Hack Hour Podcast, a show where it's all about helping real, everyday, hardworking remodelers learn the secrets to having it all in life and business. And now, here's your host, Mike Menges.
Welcome to the Remodeling Rhetra, the doctrine every remodeler needs to dominate. So welcome back to the Hack Hour Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Menges, founder of the Remodeling Academy, where we help remodelers become the renegades, rebels, and the revolutionaries right in this industry. If you've ever felt like your business has hit a ceiling, if you're tired of putting out fires, struggling to find the great clients or employees, or just surviving off of word of mouth alone while your competition is growing stronger every day, then this episode is for you. Look, today we're going to go deep into the Remodeling Rhetra. These are the 6 disciplines that you need to master if you want to turn this remodeling business of yours into a finely tuned, well-running machine. Look, it's not about learning another trade skill, right? Like maybe installing windows or doors. It's not about buying another tool from your local store, right? It's not another 18-volt kit that you need, right? It's time to step into your role as the visionary leader of your company and build something extraordinary. So before we break it down, let's talk about where this idea comes from, right? The origin of the Rhetra. The word Rhetra comes from the ancient Sparta. It wasn't just rule or law, it was a guiding principle. The Spartans lived by their Rhetras, and those principles made them one of the most disciplined and dominant forces in history. I believe remodelers like you need your own Rhetra. Look, not just a to-do list, a random set of goals, right? Making sure that your trailer is stocked with the latest this and that. But you need a guiding framework, something to ground you, focus you, and really drive your business forward. This is what today's episode is all about. See, the heart of the Remodeling Rhetra, well, it's your business, right? See, your remodeling skills, they are just part of the equation. In the beginning, that's what helped you launch into this entrepreneurial world, right? But the Rhetra, that's the core, right? You're surrounded by these disciplines that determine how successful your business is going to be. So at the center of all this, it's you, right? It's your company. You're the leader. You're the visionary. You're the entrepreneur. You're the one who was willing to take the risk, who said, I want something bigger and better for my life, for myself, for my family, for their future, right? You're the one who decided to step out on your own, to go against the grain, right? To take the risk and build something. So that makes you the maverick, right? The renegade. But here's the truth. If you don't arm yourself with the right skills of how to lead, how to sell, and how to grow, you're never going to achieve the greatness that you are capable of. Now, there's 6 disciplines of a great remodeling business, right? First, you have you, the visionary, the leader, right? So everything starts with your mindset. Are you leading with clarity and confidence and a bold vision? Your leadership is what sets the tone for your team and your clients. It sets the tone for your entire business. Look, a great leader isn't reactive. They are proactive, right? They're always thinking and planning one step ahead. And you owe it to yourself and your team to invest in leadership skills that let you be that person that you're capable of. Sales, that's the second part. So look, sales is a way of life. Whether you like it or not, whether you're aware of it or not, you're selling 24/7, right? And your services, your team, your company, all of that's being sold all the time. Sure, you might not be putting any effort into it. You might not have any skills or training to make it great. That is still a way of selling. It's being poor at it, right? So if you're not great and you haven't perfected selling, right? If you haven't invested in the best sales training system for yourself, buying the next tool or the latest this at the home store isn't going to make a big difference long term. You're doing a disservice to you and to everyone who depends on you, all the people that you've convinced to come along on this journey and work with you, right? Your clients, your employees. If you're not willing to invest in how to do the business better, you're sacrificing their future and yours at the same time. So stop making excuses and learn how to sell with confidence. Wear it as a badge of honor that you know how to communicate the value that your company provides. Become like a selling assassin, a ninja, whatever word works for you. Because look, without sales, there is no long-term business. Look, a lot of you, this is just a hobby. It's something that you do for fun, right? You struggle at it, you land a job, and then you get busy, and then you can't land more jobs, right? Because you have all these problems. That's a hobbyist at best. Now look, there's the third thing you need to work on, right? That's your process. So you either have a well-defined and well-oiled and running process that works, or you have one that's causing chaos. A great process is what separates the professionals from the amateurs. So again, ask yourself, is your process, is it profitable? Is it polished? Is it proven? Are you constantly just flying by the seat of your pants, putting out fires, right? Some of you can't put the fires out as fast as you are setting them. And you know the cycle. You sell a few more jobs, constant issues and problems. So you slow down. You don't sell any more jobs. Problems start to go away. Then you sell some more jobs, more problems, because you haven't learned how to stop setting the fires. So if that is your experience, then it's time to grow up, right? And implement and learn and discover how to put in process a real system. Okay, let's talk about people. Your business is only as good as the people that you can attract, right? It's the people that are within your business. You can only do so much by yourself. So if you think, why can't I grow? Why is it so hard? Why am I wearing all the hats? It's because you haven't figured out a way to have more people come into the business and wear the other hats. So if you can't attract, if you don't know how to train, if you don't know how to retain, nor do you know how to fame and make your employees great, your business will struggle, right? Stop blaming the lazy millennials or this new generation that doesn't like to work. That isn't accurate. There are many young kids today that are crushing it, right? And many of them are beating you in your business, and you just don't want to see it because you want to blame them. The truth is, great talent wants great opportunities. And if you're not willing to level up and make yourself great and your business great, you're not going to attract those A-plus players that actually do want to be in the industry, and they are in the industry. So you need to ask yourself why. What is it that you're so afraid of? Why is it that you're still being stubborn and hard-headed, not learning how to be a better boss, how to hire people? All right. The fifth area we want to talk about, it's called the client journey, right? Imagine, and you know this from being in the business, every job, especially anything that lasts more than several days, like we're starting to get into the couple month jobs, there is a real emotional roller coaster for your clients. And once you've been in the business for a while, like someone like myself, you learn how that roller coaster plays out. You know about when things start happening. So if you aren't in a position where you can guide your clients through the process with ease, they remember that. They remember the stress. They don't remember the results. They just remember what a nightmare it was having their kitchen remodeled. And the last thing they want to do is go through that with you again when they need the bathroom done or the basement or a deck. See, You want to become more like the Disneyland of remodeling. You want your clients to love the whole experience. Sure, there's going to be lines. Yes, there's going to be delays. But the way that you phrase and handle it and the way you navigate your client, you can help make even the job with the most delays still seem seamless and less painful because you kept the client up to date. You let them know to plan for that. You let them know this is what it's like. You were on top of the game, right? And that should be your goal. You want the client to rave at the end that, yeah, we had some issues. That's remodeling. But man, my remodeler was awesome. He was on top of it. He never didn't know what was about to happen. He was prepared for all of it. He was organized. Think about that. All right. So the last little section here, it's another area that a lot of people are afraid of because they don't understand it. And when you don't understand something and you're scared of it, you like to belittle it and talk down to it as if it doesn't matter, right? So many successful companies know how to market and advertise. And when you don't know how to do it, that's when you say, it's not important. That doesn't work. I just get all my jobs word of mouth. I'm a referral guy, right? Just do good work. And yet at home, you're frustrated because you're not getting enough referrals. You don't have enough leads. You don't even know how to advertise in the first place. But yet outwardly, you tell everybody it's not worth it. The truth is, you would like to know how to do it. So own that. Recognize that, yeah, marketing and advertising, that's part of being a business owner. And it's time that I learned how to do it and stopped acting like it doesn't matter. Because other successful business owners, when they hear you say it doesn't matter, they go, he's scared. He's afraid to admit that he doesn't know how to do it. He's afraid to take a chance and learn something new. It's a shame. He's a really talented carpenter. His business is going to struggle. And they move on, right? That's the reality of the world you're living in. Look, word of mouth isn't enough anymore. If you don't understand how to market and advertise effectively, you're always going to be chasing and struggling and wishing you had more. So welcome to that world. You don't have to live in that world. The best companies dominate their markets because they know how to attract the high quality client who values their work. So if you want to grow, you have to learn the game. Sign up for some courses. Take some marketing, read some books, right? There are places that you can go so that you can learn how to do it and do it well. Okay, so look, this brings us into the keys to becoming a real business owner. So you've already been using these disciplines in one form or another. Many of you aren't using them well. Doesn't mean you're not using them, right? The question is, right, what level have you mastered them? And let's talk direct and straight. You can handle this, okay? It may not be fun, but somebody has to tell you that if you're serious about building a great remodeling business, right, not just trying to survive as another contractor, then you need to invest in your business. And that means coaching, that means training, it means some systems, frameworks, right? You need processes. Right? These are the tools that make a business profitable and scalable. Again, many of you are just a glorified employee. You have all the latest. You've got a nice truck. You have a great trailer. You bought the latest pack out kit. You have the newest 18-volt system. You've got this that's cordless. You've got that that's cordless. You're a great employee. Our company would love to hire you because you have all the tools of what it takes to get the job done out on site. But what you don't have are all the tools of what it takes to get a business done in the office, right? How do we grow this business? How do we manage this business? Those are the tools that many of you are missing. So think about this. How much money and time have you invested into tools as opposed to skills, right? When was the last time you attended a training about learning how to be better in the remodeling game? Right? When was the last time you said, I'm going to master a new skill set? I want to learn how to be a good manager of people. I want to learn how to hire better. What's our employee handbook look like, right? When was the last time you spent time with a coach that actually specializes in the remodeling business, that industry specifically? Most of you listening, you own a lot of the physical tools, right? But again, those tools are just making you a worker. They're not making you a business owner. And if you Think about this. If buying all the tools from the home center made you a great business owner, then you'd have all the employees that you need. You'd have all the jobs that you need. The reality is, and you know this, you don't. So think differently going forward. Say, it's time for me to invest in me and being a better business owner. So look, again, if the only assets you have are the tools that let you swing the hammer or lay the tile, look, you don't own a business, you just own a job. And worse yet, you're the employee and the job. Get it? You're not really the employer, right? You need to become the employer who's running the show. So if you aren't investing in the tools of leadership and systems and business and growth, then stop wondering why your business is struggling, because it's not a business, it's a hobby for you. Okay, so what are the costs of not doing anything? Think about it this way. If you don't invest in the other side that we're talking about, right, the business side of your business, so where are you headed, right? Imagine if you told your clients you could build their dream kitchen, and you know what? I got a rusty hammer. I have no tape measure, but I'll figure it out. How well would that fly? And yet that is what many of you are doing when you're meeting with a client and you're wondering why they don't want to hire you, or they're wondering why they seem like your price is too high. It's because you have some of the tools, but they clearly can see that when it comes to running a business, you don't have those tools, right? They're like, how come he doesn't have this? Where's the scope of work? How come there's no description of materials? I don't understand. We go to his website. There's nothing on there. What is going on? What kind of business is he? Was 15 minutes late for our appointment. Have you seen the truck? There's papers everywhere. How's he even going to find? If that's how he keeps his truck and organizes his other job sites, how's he going to organize the hours? Right? That's what they see, because that's what you're being and doing. It's time to change that. So look, it's time for you to learn, right? And be the one. So if you're not learning how to lead and sell and market your services, you're just sabotaging your own success, right? Your team, your family, your future, they're counting on you to step up and make this next year a good year. It's one where you put some new business skills in your back pocket for once. So here's how we can fix this, right? Let me just tell you the basics. Everyone's going to tell you, you got to write down a vision. You know, get clear on what you want and what you want your business to look like. Right? Everyone's going to say dedicate time to learning sales and practice until it becomes second nature. People are going to say, you know, you got to audit your process. Look, identify those bottlenecks, the weak spots, and fix them. Create a plan, you know, define how you're going to recruit and train and bring these new guys in. You know, look, go map out the journey from start to finish. Let's look for ways to, you know, eliminate the stress, right? Everyone's going to say, just learn some basics, marketing, advertising, right? And build a system that like generates leads. But what does all that mean, right? How do you go about like mastering these disciplines, right? That's the part that's not easy, but it can be done when you have someone to guide you, right? That's the way you build a business that's scalable, profitable, and fulfilling. Now, let me tell you what a remodeler who becomes a renegade is like, right? Let's look at what their success is, right? So this Remodeling Rhetra, this is a blueprint for those of you willing to go to the next level. It helps you to finally stop working in the business, right? Because now you're working on it. So hiring a coach, right? You find someone who knows the remodeling industry inside and out and can help you build a real business. They help you recognize what your skills are and what skills you may not have that you need to go get, or you need to bring on a partner that has those skills. You need some accountability and guidance, and you need a proven system, right? You need to attend some trainings, right? You have to commit to learning the skills that are going to make your business thrive, right? The real selling and the managing and the marketing. You have to work on the mindset, right? You got to stop thinking like a worker, and you have to start thinking like a business owner and go, how would the owner of this business do it? Is Jeff Bezos running around the warehouse all day long going, you know, I think I'm going to get the newest pair of boots. I need a better pair of boots for when I'm walking around the warehouse. No, he's figured out how to like hire the 17th most newest robot manager, right? Like he's working on the business from back here. He's not like in the warehouse. A lot of you guys are like literally you're just on site all the time with the tools. It's time to step back. So you need to invest in systems. Businesses that are successful and grow are built on a repeatable processes that make jobs run smooth, and they generate consistent profits, and they give you time to grow. If you're not willing to invest in these, then the truth is you don't really have a business, right? So here's the good news. It's not too late. You can change. You can build something extraordinary. You just need to take the first step and invest in yourself. How do you do that? Well, you can look into becoming a renegade remodeler, right? You can fill out an application, see if you have what it takes, right? So are you ready to stop winging it and start winning? You know, again, it's not just about being another remodeler in the industry. Most of those guys fail in the first 5 years. Half of you won't be here. When are you going to say, no, I'm going to be successful? There is a road and a model that exists. We can show you what it takes to be successful. You just have to put it into play. So it's about you stepping into your role as like a real renegade, somebody who's going to be different and be professional and make it work. Someone who leads with confidence, sells with precision, and builds a business that dominates their local market. So look, not everyone has what it takes to embrace the Remodeling Rhetra. I get that, right? We offer this to anyone, but we recognize it's not for everyone. The human condition, most people are happy being average, and average isn't what gets you to be successful, okay? This isn't for the average person. Don't apply if you're average. So this is about a mindset shift. It's a commitment to being great. It's waking up in the morning and saying, I am going to figure this out. I am going to get to the place where it works well, and it works time after time. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level, here's what you need to do. You go to the Remodeling Academy and you apply. You see if you have what it takes, right? Do you qualify? Are you one of the elite remodelers in this country who can transform their business and transfer the lives, right? You transform the people that work for you. Your clients have an amazing experience. Your employees love working with you. Your subs, they're like, man, this company is great. Be that guy. Go and download the free Remodeling Rhetra guide, if nothing else. At least fake it for the first couple days. Pretend you're going to do it, right? Get started today. You can get a breakdown of the 6 disciplines, and that will start helping you recognize that you can do this. It's not that it's hard. It's that it takes people that are committed, right? That's the reality. You just have to show up every day and say, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put one step in front of the other today. And 6 months from now, you'll be amazed how many steps you've taken and how far you've gotten. So for those of you that are still dabblers and you're not sure if you want to be successful or not, that's fine. You can follow us for free. You can join something like sign up for the Morning Hammer, right? That's a newsletter you get where we share a lot of these tips for those of you that just like to listen to it. And maybe you'll think about it. You can look at subscribing to the Hack Hour podcast, what you're listening to right now. Get a subscription. Listen to it. Every time a new episode comes out, let it challenge you. Tell me all the reasons why it's not going to work for you. How about that? Let's start with that. Argue with me. Tell me how we don't know what we're doing, right? Try something. Do something. At least if you're not going to make your life better, okay? How about you go to our YouTube channel, watch a few videos, like them for fun. Just do it for fun, right? So look, it's time for you to stop settling for being good enough. Stop blaming everyone around you. Stop blaming the economy. Stop blaming the employees, the clients. It's not their fault. I can show you hundreds of other people that aren't having the problem that you're having because they've decided to go in a different direction and learn more skills and be better. So apply now. Go to the Remodeling Academy. What are you waiting for? Let's build something extraordinary together. Nothing would make us happier than to have another person come along and we help them be successful. You still do the work. It's hard work. It's challenging, but it is rewarding. And it is so much more fun when you're making money and you're improving. Trust me on that. If you're going to stay in the industry, it is much more fun to be winning at it. This is Mike Menges, reminding you, be a leader, build like a pro, and just don't stop growing. I'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Hack Hour podcast. It would be awesome if you would leave us a quick review on iTunes. To further your remodeling success, go to remodelingrhetra.com.